Good evening. It is Friday, July 4th, 10:17 p.m. 10:17. It's changed when I'm saying that. And it's still 2025. Did you celebrate today or did you mourn? That's what a lot of people were saying, and I think Robert Coutinho was saying something like that in the comments. Robert Coutinho was also surprised that that the ear bandage changed from one panel to the next. It does that in every two-panel cartoon, Robert Coutinho's been doing that since I came up with the ear bandage thing. Sippy cup changes too. You've been here for a while, so I don't understand why you're just now noticing that. Anyway, I took a page from Austin Powers and used Dr. Evil today. I got this idea yesterday during my little spurt of ideas. And I didn't have a spurt like that today, but I didn't really think about them. I did write one idea for the Fredericksburg Advance, but my editor's on vacation. We got a replacement, and the replacement has not or the assistant has not replied yet, and that was like 6 hours ago. I may not be doing a cartoon this week for the Advance unless I hear something tomorrow. Anyway, kids, boys and girls, yeah, this is fun. The thing is that I asked people if they're gonna cut like 100 trillion from Medicaid. Well, Republicans are already saying that you're not going to feel anything from this Medicaid. You're not going to see any changes, except for, all the regulatory stuff that they've changed, which means you're going to have to apply for Medicaid. So more than you are now. You're going to have to be repetitively applying for Medicaid. Even when you're approved, you're going to have to apply again, and this goes in several times a year. So this is one thing that Republicans have changed, other than like cutting benefits to welfare, SNAP programs, kids eating, shit like that. But don't worry about those tax cuts. They've cut the renewable energy tax cut, which to me is like, okay, so you just did a tax hike, right? Republicans just raised taxes, and there's like, no more tips, guys. Taxes on tips up to $20,000, $25,000, and then they cut this Medicaid, and then they say, well, they're not going to see any changes. But how do you promise not to see any changes when you cut 100 trillion out of it? Someone's going to see some fucking changes, motherfuckers. You're just lying your balls off. And of course, when you cut that stuff, everything else that you just cut the taxes on, they're going to need it, because you cut this other shit. Robert Coutinho comments, Didi Wiz comments. Thanks, guys. Everybody we had a great 4th. Goodbye.